Hi, this is a video for Math 2-3 on coordinate geometry. This is part 3, the midpoint formula. Let's say we have a triangle with these coordinates, A, B, and C. I'm going to plot those. I've got the point A is at 2, 3. I've got B is at 4, 8. And I've got C is at 8, 0. So this is A, this is B, and this is C. Let me draw in the lines connecting them. There's A to B, B to C, and A to C. Not too bad, mostly straight. Let's say we want to find the midpoints of those lines. Actually find the midpoint of AB and the midpoint of BC so that we can connect those and make another line segment. Now that we have that established, we're going to find the midpoint of line AB. So the midpoint of the line segment AB. The midpoint formula is that we're going to basically average the x and the y coordinates. So we've got x1 added to, whoops, that's an x. I can do that better, I think. x2 all over 2. And the y coordinates are the average of the y's. So you add the y coordinates together and divide by 2. And that's the midpoint. Trying to just find the distance, the halfway in between A and B, is a much more complicated way to find the coordinates of the points. So we're not even going to look at that way. Just plugging in some numbers here. This gets us, let's see, the x-coordinates of A are 2, and the x-coordinate of B is 4. Divide that by 2, that doesn't look too complicated. And the y-coordinate of A is 3, and the y-coordinate of B is 8 over 2. So simplifying that, we've got 2 plus 4 is 6 over 2. And 3 plus 8 is 11 over 2. It's okay to leave these things as fractions, but we're going to convert to decimal just because. And now we've got 6 over 2 is 3, and 11 over 2 is 5.5. So those are the coordinates of the midpoint of AB. Let me find those and draw it in. So I've got 3 and 5.5. And you know what? That looks an awful lot like the middle of that line segment. In a similar fashion, to find the midpoint of BC, we're going to take the x and the y coordinates of B and C, and we're going to average those as well. So x1 plus x2 is going to be 4 plus 8 over 2. And the difference in the y value, sorry, not the difference in the y values, the y values added together are going to be 8 plus 0 over 2, which shouldn't be too hard to do. And this gives us 4 plus 8 over 2, that's 12 over 2. And 8 plus 0 is 8 over 2. And that's going to simplify very easily to 6, 4. And let's find that on the graph. There's 6 over and 4 up. And that looks an awful lot like the midpoint of that line segment. So now we've found the two midpoints, and we've found two new points, and I can draw in that new segment. And there are some properties of that line segment which we'll explore later. For now, that is how you find the midpoint of a line segment.